Welcome to Board Game Satirical News. I'm your host, Mike. What's up?
You're just not gonna do your hair?
No, I think it's like kind of long, shaggy Jim from The Office. I think I'm pulling it off.
No.
The biggest news recently was, of course, Spiel Digital, which replaced the normal Spiel Messe, which takes place in Essen, Germany.
And I had a chance to report live from the convention, and this is how it went.
Excuse me, sir, how are you enjoying the Spiel so far? Bruno, what about the new game you have coming out from Days of Wonder? What's the theme? Really? Fracking? Surprising. Excuse me, miss?
I've been inside for so long.
Man, 2020 really sucks. Dictionary.com defines hotness as a spicy quality in food that produces a burning sensation in the mouth, like when us white folks try pink salt for the first time. But in board games, the hotness can only ever be defined by Board Game Geek.
Few games were hotter than the Lost Ruins of Arnak, a game where you are a team of archaeologists searching for a lost temple, researching and discovering new dig sites, and finding rare artifacts and overcoming guardians.
It was our favorite game of the convention and has great art and lots to explore, but remains accessible because everything basically comes down to get some things, to buy some things, that give you these things, which you can ultimately use to spend and unlock those things.
Now, we say Lost Ruins of Arnak was our favorite game because it has since been replaced by the newest game just announced and fully supported by Haba. It's time to talk about Donkey Vault.
Donkey Vault can only be described as a game designed in 30 minutes, and we think that really shows here.
There's a level of mania present in the design that is both repulsive and alluring.
Rather than drone on about this game, let's kick it to an overview so you can decide for yourself whether you'll be backing the eventual Kickstarter. Donkey Vault is a midway carnival as realized through the mind of a child as they imagine running their very own skill games. Donkey Vault is broken up into 5 rounds, each with 2 phases and a cleanup phase. At the start of the game, each player receives 10 rare jewels for allowance because apparently your parents have it like that, and then it's off to the carnival for some games. Each player will have the option to attempt all 4 games 2 times if they wish and as money allows, because every game costs you those jewels. But what do you hope to gain from playing these games? Why, tickets, of course. Tickets can be earned throughout the game, and if you do well enough, you just might get to visit the prize booth at the end of each day to turn in your hard-earned paper for prizes like sweaters, a house, or even a human foot. Each game will challenge players differently, and there are different difficulties for each game, which may make the game harder but award more points. There's of course Boot Scoot Boogie, a modern twist on the classic curling where you try to slide objects using a house lamp through the legs of a child who is clearly given human growth hormone. Pick a Pencil is about 1 step away from a copyright infringement, and here you will try to remove pencils matching your dice roll, and the more you pull off without spilling any lead, the more tickets you earn. Donkey Vault, the titular game, allows players to hurl animals into a giant piece of bread, hoping to bounce them successfully into the scoring area. Finally, we have Guess That Die, where if you guess the die, you win! Look, man, we are running out of time. Give us a break. At the end of the day, players will spend their tickets for prizes or save up their tickets and any leftover money for the next day at the midway. On the way out, be sure to look out for loose change during the Scramble For It phase, where any jewels players flick with their parents will be collected and added to the next day's available cash. After 5 furious days of games, the player with the most valuable prizes from the ticket booth wins.
Shouts out to Haba for having us on as part of their game design jam and allowing the insides of our brain to spill out all over the table for all of you to enjoy.
Next up, some news from Ravensburger. During Spiel Digital announced that their brand Alea would now be led by Andre Mack, with plans to release 2 products a year with Alea starting in 2022.
But before that, we are, I guess, getting a revamped version of Carpe Diem in January. But honestly, like, why? This game is perfect.
No game cover has ever better blended Amerithrash and Euro, so good luck outdoing that one.
When colors vary from very green to also quite green, isn't anything more just excessive?
Not everything has to be deluxeified. It's just too much. I like my games like I like my shorts at the beach, sandy and dry.
Don't you dare bump up the contrast on those printers. I'm not made of money. You keep those components looking bleak.
I mean, folks, do what you want, but we for one will be sticking with this abomination of a game production, thank you very much. Like real fans, we love what we love the most when it sucks, and the rest of you are just bandwagon felled heads.
And with that, we go on to our last story. Looks like Grand Austria Hotel has ran a successful campaign, but at what cost? Oh, hold on.
I'm sorry, folks. We are actually getting breaking news that things have gone south at a place called the Bloody Inn. That's a bad name. We now go to the scene to see what's happening.
Oh my stars, he's dead!
Oh, that's not nice. I didn't sleep well.
He's referring to the dead body.
Yes, you agree, there's a dead body. That makes you pretty suspect.
You tire me.
Shouldn't we call the police?
Yes, right. Point you've made, sir. Call the constable.
Yep, there's been a murder, I see. Looks like someone's been murdered.
Come up with that on your own, did you?
Listen here, I'm in charge now, everyone quiet.
No, why are you in charge?
Because my head is most shaped like a bullet. Now, Brigadier, report.
What?
Have you been taking notes? What do we have?
Honestly, sir, I have no idea. I had a really long night. I'm surprised that I'm even standing.
Again, how bad off are you, man?
Well, to me, my partner looks exactly like Edgar Allan Poe. It's pretty bad.
Oh. Hello, police. I'm not back from burying corpses.
Someone died!
I know. I mean... What? Did you see anything at all suspicious? Suspicious is a funny word. Was it suspicious that I walked the grounds of this hotel well after dark as a waxing moon shone in the sky? All the while, I'm at my most primal state, the most alive, senses sharpened, a new kill done with bodies to bury. I'd paid off the staff long ago, that would not be a problem. The Viscount's aloof, he'd never notice anything like this happening under his nose. I am a free wolf among sheep, and I will never stop. Anyway, I think the boy did it.
What?
Yeah, that makes sense. Take him away.
Execution straight away.
Are they gonna hang that kid? Dude, you know what the craziest thing about all that was?
What?
That dude looks just like Oliver Platt.
Dude, I know, it's crazy, right? Anyway, that's our show for you today. If you have any bits of board game news, be sure to put them in the comments below. And until next time, that has been the news.
According to us.
There's of course Boot Scoot Boogie, a modern twist on the classic curling. I keep laughing about the kid giving HGH, where you try to slide objects using a house lamp. There's of course Boot Scoot Boogie. There's of course Boot Scoot Boogie, a modern twist on classic curling. I'm bad. I'm gone. There's of course Boot Scoot Boogie. I'm gonna go word for word. Like when us white folks try pink salt for the first time. But, oh man.